Are you considering applying for global entry and wondering if it's worth it? Well, in this video, I'm going to be discussing 4 things you need to know about global entry and TSA Pre. Hey everyone, this is Kyle from Money at 30, and on this channel we look at personal finance from a millennial perspective, including travel tip videos like this one. If you've ever returned from an international trip and wondered what the special kiosks that only a few people may have been using were for, chances are the answer was global entry. Moreover, you may have seen this name and presumed that the program was only available to special elite status members or perhaps even government officials. In reality, global entry is relatively easy to join and comes with a number of benefits. But is it worth it? Let's take a look at 4 things you should know about global entry to help you decide if the program is right for you. The first thing to know about global entry is that it does currently cost $100 for 5 years, although it does also include TSA Pre. Applying to join the global entry program will require a $100 non-refundable fee. If approved, your membership will last for 5 years. However, one great perk of global entry status is that it also makes you eligible for TSA Pre-Check. While $100 may sound a bit steep, it should be noted that TSA Pre-Check on its own costs $85 for the same 5-year term, so the upgrade could actually be a good deal. Next up, obtaining global entry status does involve an approvals process that includes both an online application as well as an in-person interview. As I mentioned, obtaining global entry will require approval by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. To start the process, you'll first need to set up a Trusted Traveler program account. This might seem like a pain at first, but having this account will allow you to resume your work on your application in the event you get interrupted. When applying for global entry, you'll be asked to provide such information as your passport number, residential history, employment history, and more. Once the online portion of your application is complete, it could take a few weeks before you'll be cleared to move on to the next step. Before you can officially gain your global entry status, you'll need to schedule an in-person interview where you'll speak with a CBP officer, have your fingerprints scanned, and gain final approval. These interviews are conducted at select international airports, so you'll want to check the CBP site to see where your nearest location is when scheduling your appointment. Alternatively, some airports will allow for enrollment on arrival. This means that those who have obtained conditional approval can complete their in-person interviews when returning to the US. Of course, if you choose to go this route, you'll want to make sure that you have plenty of layover time so that you don't miss your connection. Once approved for global entry, you'll want to make sure that you have your known traveler number ready and add it to any travel reservations you make. Your known traveler number is how you'll utilize your TSA Pre-Check perk that comes with global entry. Because of this, you'll want to provide this number to airlines when you're making your reservations. Additionally, if you have a frequent flyer profile with an airline, you can typically save your known traveler number there as well. Be aware that in order to use the TSA Pre-Check queue at the airports, your boarding pass will need to say TSA Pre on it. To ensure that this happens, you'll need to confirm that the airline has your known traveler number and that your reservation name matches what's on your passport. Finally, when arriving back in the United States from traveling abroad, you'll want to follow signs for the global entry kiosks in order to expedite your re-entry. While most passengers returning to the US will need to fill out customs forms and wait in a line for processing, global entry members can utilize special kiosks at select airports that will allow them to scan their passports and fingers, answer a few questions, and be on their way. My wife recently got the chance to try out her global entry status for the first time when returning from Paris and said she literally experienced no wait. As a result, she estimates that she saved at least a half hour in line. Having waited in some long, slow-moving lines when attempting to re-enter the US in the past, I'm very much looking forward to trying global entry after my next international trip. Overall, global entry and TSA Pre are unlikely to save you any money, but they could save you a significant amount of time and stress when you're traveling both abroad and domestically. Honestly, if global entry cost $100 on its own, I probably wouldn't be too inclined to recommend it. However, the inclusion of TSA Pre-Check privileges definitely makes it worth it in my book. The ability to keep your shoes on and leave 311 liquids in your bag makes passing through security far less stressful and complicated. Considering that global entry is only $15 more than TSA Pre-Check and could save you even more time and stress, the upgrade should be a no-brainer for anyone expecting to travel overseas during their 5-year membership term. Hopefully this gives you a better idea if global entry is right for you, but for more on the topic, I'll have a link to my article on moneyaT30.com in the description box down below. Also, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe because we have new videos every week. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time here on Money at 30.